You don't have to be afraid to speak. This man can't hurt you anymore.
Did you or did you not sexually assault this girl?
Look at him. He'll get his.
Why did you do it? Please come back. Why did you do it? Please.
That man will get what he deserves.
Top stories. Sex offender Marrick Weller is being released after 7.
After 7 years in jail, sex offender Marrick Weller is being set free. Miss Evans, how do you feel knowing that the man who violated you will, as of today, be roaming the streets again? Miss Evans, Miss Evans. Miss Evans, could you answer some questions? Miss Evans, do you have time to answer? Oh, Mr. Weller, could you answer some questions? We'd like to ask you some questions.
You followed me?
I had to. You've grown so beautiful.
You have a lot of guts coming here the day of your release.
Well, I had to speak to you.
Speak to me? What about when I wanted to speak 7 years ago?
I had no control over that, and you know it.
I couldn't even speak in court.
That was because of your parents.
Will you let them control you?
They offered me a deal.
Okay.
Less jail time if you didn't speak. I had to settle
What about
for
your
that.
false confessions? Perhaps you'd have had no jail
There
time at all
were
if...
risks. You were young, and your father would have
Why
never...
are you here?
Because I still love you.
That whole time in jail, I never once didn't think of you. Why didn't you visit me?
I thought... I believed...
7 years. I was locked away. Away from you? You never came to see me. Why?
I couldn't bear to.
Oh, you couldn't bear to.
I wasn't allowed. Until I was old enough, I was a slave to my parents.
Yeah, and after that?
I couldn't bear the pain of seeing you behind bars. I tried to convince myself that I didn't love you, that I'd been manipulated, but...
Hey. We can start over.
It's too late.
Is it? Huh?
I missed you so much. I missed your embrace.
I miss your scent. Holding you.
We're seeing that fervor in your eyes.
They say that love has no age, but what they really mean is... I was 16. That's not too young. My parents tried to convince me that I was creating an illusion to cover up what you had done to me. Why did you accept their bribes and threats? If I would have been allowed on the stand, and if you had not confessed to a lie, I could have seen
no
the...
choice.
I wanted to give you a chance in life. To meet people your own age. But I realized in jail, the thing I truly missed, it was you. Not every life or work or anything. You.
I think it's time that I spoke to the media. After 7 years of silence, people should know the truth about us. That I chose to be with you.
Oh, well, they understand? After all that's happened.
People like to gossip, but that doesn't matter.
No, you're right. No, it doesn't. What matters is us, and being here, together now. dreamt I have you in my arms again. Or touch your soft skin. I never stopped loving you.
Don't speak. I want to cherish the moment. That must be my lawyer. I almost forgot.
What are you gonna tell him?
Well, I think it's time people know what you really are.
Helen?
I'm gonna set them straight once and for all. And my parents aren't gonna be able to keep us apart this time. Not now, I've got a say in it.
So what are you gonna tell them?
The truth. You coming?
Hello, Miss Evans. You'll have to excuse my tardiness. I was delayed by a certain reporter who wants an exclusive interview with you.
I see.
Well, I managed to shrug her off for the moment. May I advise you? What is he doing here?
He's here on my request. He was wrongfully convicted. He's my lover.
Miss Evans, those are big claims.
And I stand by them. I was 16 when I fell in love with this man. I watched him be accused of a crime he did not commit. I watched him go to prison, and now I still love him. I know what was said back then, but neither of us had much of a choice. Circumstances were complicated. I wish to set people straight, and I am going to be with this man here and now.
May I remind you that your lover is violating his probation restrictions, and we're at his...
I want him here.
Helen.
Marrick, I won't have it. We've been apart for 7 years, no more.
Miss Evans, please remember...
No one is going to keep us apart.
Helen. Perhaps we should talk to the judge.
Your matter's up.
Don't you think you've done enough of what they want? I want you here with me, Marrick.
Look, I'm due back to the courthouse. I can bring the matters up to the judge, change the details of your...
Helen? Hello, Mother.
What is that man doing in your house?
Just because you never approved. This is my life now, and I will live it as I want.
Helen, think what you're saying.
No, Father. It's your fault Marrick was sentenced to 7 years in prison. We love each other.
Oh, no, you don't.
Well, this is lovely. Wonderful family reunion. Nice reception. Although, I'm sure, had everyone then known the details in which... Very well then, I'll just nip back to the courthouse and sort things out now, shall I? If that's still what you want, Miss Evans.
Yes, it is. It's what I want.
Very well then. Good day to you all.
You cannot possibly be in love with this man, Helen.
I love him. I have ever since I met him.
You've been manipulated.
I'm not 16 anymore. You can't manipulate me
Watch your
anymore.
tongue, young lady.
This man has lied to you and conned you. I told you before, I will tell you again. He is after your fortune. He cannot possibly love you. He is using...
What do you know of my love for her, huh? You know nothing of her love.
You will not talk to me in that way, scumbag. Or I shall...
More threats, huh? Always more threats. Bargaining, you called it that, huh? Well, it's you who lied, Mr. Evans. You lied to the police, lied to me, to your daughter, knowing full well we're seeing each other because we loved each other. Huh. It's you who manipulated Helen.
She was impressionable.
I mean, you just had to take advantage.
She didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah, but you did! You didn't want us to be together, huh? Just because I wasn't some hotshot rich man's son?
You were too old.
No, too old. I'm too old for your daughter.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Is that why you threatened her? So she wouldn't speak in court? Feign discipline?
How I raise my children is none of your business.
Jerry, please ignore him.
Mother. He speaks the truth. He has every right. You both told me lies. Told me he was scum, a thief.
This man has no decency.
No decency. Bullshit.
Excuse me?
You! You're the reason my freedom was stripped away from me. The reason Helen and I were separate for all these years.
Yes. And it wasn't long enough, apparently, for you to have learned your lesson. I can have you back in that cell, Mr. Weller.
I'd like to see you try. Helen. You're right. I'm sorry.
You stay away from my daughter.
I will do no such thing.
And I'll just have to make you stay away.
Jerry!
Mother. Father, just leave. Leave us alone. You're not welcome here.
Not till I teach this lowlife scumbag a lesson. He will get everything he deserves.
I deserve nothing else than to be with Helen. Haven't I paid enough already?
No. You will stay away from my daughter.
Because it might taint the image you have amongst your posh friends? Huh? Or are you afraid I might expose you?
Because if you do not, I will make you suffer for
Haven't I suffered
Jerry,
enough
come
already?
off it!
Apparently not. I told you to forget about my daughter. Forget she ever existed. I told you, once you get out, to disappear.
What?
I couldn't do that.
It was part of the deal.
couldn't do it.
In case you've forgotten, marriage.
Because you didn't want us to be together?
Please.
Shut up, Mother.
Don't talk to your mother that way.
Or she will talk to her as she pleases. Considering she never did anything to protect Helen from you.
You approve of my daughter disrespecting my wife?
Your wife. And you both have been disrespecting our love. You fraudulent piece of shit.
Hold your...
You're such a coward, sir. You don't even have the guts to tell the truth to your daughter.
Truth about what?
Oh no. Not this. Please.
Mother, what is he talking about?
I'm so sorry, Helen.
Go on. Tell her.
He was threatening our family. And everything I worked hard to build.
Your father was planning a business deal with some associates of his, huh? Promotions, lots of money, opportunities, the whole shebang.
Our house, the car, the food you eat, everything we owned, your education, was possible because of all the hard work I put in at the office. And every business deal I made was another opportunity for us to continue to live comfortably. And none of it would have been possible without those deals. And he threatened to take all that away from us.
Because part of that particular deal was to have you matched up with his associate's son.
What, like an arranged marriage? Father, what century do you think this is?
It was so that he'd get his cut of the deal, see? That's what his associate wanted, huh? To marry his son to you. That's why your father didn't approve of me, huh? When he found out we were seeing each other.
Because all you ever wanted was our money. I wasn't going to let you hurt my daughter.
He told me to go away, to leave you alone, to break up with you. Said he didn't approve of the age difference, huh?
Oh, but the sneak didn't like that, did he? So he went snooping around where he wasn't welcome.
Yeah.
Went spying on
And
him.
I dug up some pretty nasty secrets there, huh? Didn't I? Things you wouldn't want anybody else knowing. That's how I found the truth about this deal, huh? I warned him against it, confronting him. He threatened me.
Of course I threatened you. You were jeopardizing my career. My family.
I was jeopardizing your comfortable little life, you mean? Shut up.
It's true, Mother, isn't it?
What? You're going to silence me like you did back then, huh? Only your threats didn't work on me, man.
I told you. Shut up.
I refused. I refused this so-called deal. I told him I loved you. That you were old enough to decide for yourself who you wanted to be with. Besides, if anybody was being dishonest, it was him. And I told him where to stick it, huh? So he made me.
I silenced you. The only way I could. That didn't involve me killing you.
No, because you wouldn't be able to do that, huh? At least not with your bare hands.
So what if I claimed you raped my daughter? My story stood on its own. But with the hair and semen samples matching your DNA, with me as key witness, they just thought Helen was too scared to admit she was a victim when she claimed it was consensual.
You lied!
Opportunity presented itself the minute I walked in on you. And I took it. That's all.
You're sick. You're fucking sick.
You don't know what it's like for a father to
You're
witness his daughter with a man almost his age. That's sick. She was too young anyway to understand. She would soon see you were no good for her. Forget about you, perhaps. Understand the sacrifices her father had done for her family.
You called what you did sacrifices?
You were threatening my life. What was I supposed to do?
Fess up! Fess up.
You knew all about this, Mother. You knew all about this.
Helen, I'm so sorry.
And then, before the trial, while I was in custody, he told me.
I'm warning you. You don't want to go there.
Told me if I confessed, arranged for me to do less time in prison. But if I refused, forced you.
Helen, don't listen to him.
He told me you were.
These are just more
He
lies.
told me you were pregnant!
Your father did what he thought was best for you,
No.
Helen. You have to understand.
That he forced you to have an abortion. Forced you to kill our child. My child. I couldn't do that. I only found out he lied about the baby when it was too late. When I was already inside.
Father, how could you?
And to think I'd been angry with you, Helen. For not telling me. If only I had known. And the low-life son of a bitch is you, Mr. Evans.
This is your last warning.
Jeremy.
Or what? Huh? You going to lock your daughter up next? Huh? I can have you sent to prison and all. You fucking fraudulent scumbag!
Father, stop it!
All right, stop.
Mother, do something! Mother, what did you do to him? Jerry, what have you done? This man's having a seizure.
Good. What are you doing?
Marrick, stay with me.
Come on, get your things.
Paging Dr. Sutton. Dr. Sutton, please
What are you
report
doing?
to the emergency room.
Wow, there's no point in me staying here.
Well, there's obviously something wrong with you.
There are several possibilities what it could be. Seeing as my family has a history of health problems. But the only thing that was ever wrong was it seems ever since I've entered your life, I've made you suffer.
The people around us have made us suffer.
You used to smile more. My heart breaks every time I hurt you.
You don't hurt me. It's because circumstance don't seem to favor our relationship. Marrick, what are you not telling me?
Mr. Weller.
Hey.
Glad to see you're up and about. Listen, there are some blood tests and questions that I'd like to run through with you, just to help determine...
Doctor, do you know what's wrong with him?
Well, I cannot say at this stage, but someone has gone to great lengths to ensure that you are our top priority patient. So results should be in quickly.
I guess that explains the private room, huh? Almost feels like a hotel.
That would be my mother. Maybe she feels guilty for letting my father keep us apart.
Well, I don't mind the special treatment. After 7 years locked up, almost feels like royalty.
Yeah, well, don't get used to it.
Look, Helen. You go to that interview, okay? It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
So Dr. Powell wants to call me here now when he has the results. How was the interview?
Went all right. Everyone knows the truth now. Are you going to tell me what that was all about back there?
What are you talking about?
Don't bullshit me. saw the look you gave Dr. Powell. You're deliberately keeping something from me.
Helen, calm yourself.
Calm myself? I've been sitting here for several hours worrying about all the possible illnesses you could have. All these tests taking so long. What did you truly mean when you said your heart broke every time you hurt me? How are you hurting me, huh? What terrible thing are you keeping from me that you must now hurt me with your silence rather than hurt me with the truth? What are you not telling me?
Nothing! Everything is fine!
Don't lie to me. You're just as bad as my father.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to have to tell you. It's heart disease. I might. I'm dying. This is a prison doctor who diagnosed me sick.
You knew? All this time you've known? Since before Dr. Powell examined you? Since before you got out of prison? You knew you were dying and you lied? You lied to me? You said we could start over!
Good, we can. Transplant.
You said it and you meant it! But I thought you should have said something. Why didn't you say anything when you first came here, when you followed me here? That's why you had to, isn't it? Why? Why it couldn't wait? Because you've got no time left except now. When you fought my father, it was because he sentenced you to death in his own way. Why didn't you tell him? Why didn't you tell me? All this time you knew you were dying and you didn't even tell me. You lied to me! When you knew you were dying, you kept it from me. Why did you keep it from me? You knew you were dying and you didn't even tell me. All this time you knew you were dying. I hate you! I hate you! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you.
I know.
I don't want you to die. I'm sorry I said.
I'm sorry I lied a little. It's okay.
You only just got out of prison. You can't die.
I don't want to. I don't want to leave you. I'm scared. I'm scared. It's gonna be okay. It's going to be okay. It's okay.
Don't think I haven't forgotten about my anger towards you just because.
Just because I know how to make you forget your anger? That smile. That's what kept me from going mad while I was locked up. The hope of seeing it again. Or being able to say silly things to you just so I could see that smile.
Dr. Powell.
Mr. Weller. I'm afraid what I have to say isn't very good news. I consulted the diagnosis documents from the prison doctors, and it seems your heart disease has progressed quite rapidly. And if you aren't operated on soon, you may die within the next 6 months. But, as I said yesterday, someone has gone to great lengths to ensure that you are our #1 priority patient. I have everything I need to find a suitable heart. And despite the fact that you have the rarest blood type, I could find one within the next few weeks. It's the best I can do for now.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'll be in touch. Well, that sounds promising. Doesn't it? Helen, come on. It's not like nothing can be done. I know it's still a shock to you. And this meeting makes it even more real, but you heard what Dr. Powell said? Huh? You can have a heart for me within weeks. Hey. Someone obviously wants us to be together. Huh? To be going to all this trouble? We can still get through this, and we will. But I need you to believe. I need you by my side. The whole way. Helen, look at me. Helen, please. Talk to me. I know you're hurt. I've hurt you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just talk to me. Damn it, Helen, talk to me.
Broken without you. Come now. My lawyer's waiting for our statement. Now that the inquiries are finally complete. This is our chance for justice to be made. You've reached Helen and Marrick. Please leave a message.
Hello, this is Dr. Powell speaking. Listen, I found a compatible heart and we can do the operation as soon as tomorrow morning. If you want to speed things up, though, I could arrange it for today. It's up to you. Give me a call back. Let me know the time that suits you both best.
Stay with me. I'm sorry.
We need to proceed with the transplant immediately. Emergency protocols. Get the heart.
Right away, sir.
I'll be right back. I'm going to do all that I can. Just hang in there a little while longer.
Thank you, Doctor.
Helen.
Don't speak. Save your energy. We'll have plenty of time to talk later, right?
Helen.
I said don't.
I'm sorry for all the hurt I've caused you. I wish things would have turned out differently.
Don't say such things.
I'm dying. But truth be told, I died when I was locked away from you. You tell me. I died of a broken heart. Because my heart broke back. I've seen any wonder why that's what's sick.
You said your family had a history.
I know what I said. But it sounds so much better this way. Don't you find? Kiss me. Kiss me.
I love you. Mary. Mary, please stay with me. Please. Please stay. Please. Mary, stay with me.
Our child.
Quickly. You must be alive throughout the operation. Clear. Again. Clear.
He's gone.
Time of death, 4:52 p.m.
Helen? Oh, Helen, honey, I heard.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, as if you actually care.
Oh, I do care. I
know what you did, Mother. But it wasn't enough.
He was already dying.
You see, he was diagnosed in prison. So save your pity. I don't want it.
Don't talk to your mother that way. You owe her every respect.
Why? Because she made special arrangements at the hospital? Tell me, was it behind your back, Father? But you see, no matter what anyone did, it didn't matter. He was already dead before he was released. You knew the truth, Mother.
You could have spoken up 7 years ago when Father was threatening Marrick with lies. Stood up to your husband when he was manipulating me, your own daughter. But you're weak, Mother. Weak.
Now watch it.
No, Father. No.
You stopped having authority over me when you sent Marrick to prison. You're the reason he's dead. You're the reason why he got sick in the first place, and why now he is dead. You kept us apart, and he died because of you. Because it broke his heart.
At least now you're free. You're rid of him.
You're rid of him, you mean?
No, you are. He was too old, unworthy, a scum and a thief. And he did pose a threat to my career and me. But now he's gone. And you'll have nothing to do with him anymore. Because there's nothing left of him.
Oh no, Father. You're wrong. However you might have wished it. After having fantasized about killing him and devised your devious plan to get him out of our lives for good, and after hoping Marrick would either die in prison or forget about me, you're so wrong in thinking that he left me nothing. Five weeks ago, he got out of prison. And he gave me something that will always be here to remind everyone of him. That's right, Mother. I'm pregnant.
What?
I carry a child. Marrick's child. But you, neither of you will have anything to do with it. Because neither of you no longer have anything to do with me.
Helen, we love you. Everything we ever did was for you.
Shut up! No more lies from any of you. I hate you! I want you out of my life. Out of our lives. Forever. Go away and stay away. And Father? I hope you rot in hell for what you've done! Helen!
Well, that was rather pleasant.
Formidable.
Indeed.
Now get out of my way.
Actually, I'm here for you, sir.
What do I need you for?
Mr. Jeremy Evans,
That's me?
you're under arrest.
What?
For fraud,
What are you talking about?
conspiracy, and manipulating events resulting in wrongful death.
No. No, Helen. What have you done? You can't do this to your father.
With all due respect, your husband here did this to himself. Your daughters filed a claim against him, accusing him of indirectly murdering Mr. Weller.
That's absurd. Preposterous. Everything I ever did was for this family and your happiness. Is this how you repay your father for giving you the life you had? You'd be nowhere, you'd have nothing. If I hadn't done everything I could to ensure financial security for this family. Nothing!
Helen, please come out. We can talk about this.
Certainly. Although she feels she has already said enough to you, my client is willing to discuss the matter in my presence, but in my presence alone.
So you are my daughter's attorney.
Yes, and I suggest you lawyer up as well. In any case, I've come to escort you to the station and to state my client's terms to you.
Really?
Now,